Om Bhadram Karnebi Shrunuyama Deva Bhadram Pashyem Akshabhir Yajatra Sthirai Rangai Stuštavamsas Tanubi Vyashema Devahitam Yadayuhu Swastina Indro Vruddashrava Swastina Pusha Vishwaveda Swastina Starksho Arishtanemi Swastino Brahaspatir Dadhatu Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. We are studying Govt's Mandukya Karikas, and last time we read up to Karika 15 of the second Vaitatya Prakaran. As we are meeting after a gap of 1 week, we must remember what we have read up till now. So in the Agama Prakaran, there were 7 mantras and several karikas, with the help of which, through the Rishi's knowledge, we were told the nature of the truth, that the world as it appears is unreal. There is a reality at the back, and that very reality appears as the world, and this realization takes place in 4 steps, and the 4 steps are correct. And the आवाज कम हो रहा है मुझे कम लग रहा है. And the 4 steps, ठीक है, आ जाएगा. 4 steps were described, and the final result was beautifully described in the 7th mantra. And then there was the secondary Upanishad. By taking Om as a sound symbol, also we can realize Brahman. Now, the great difficulty is that we are stuck up with our present waking experience. And we may believe, we may have rationally, we may understand that this is like that or that is like that. But our direct experience is more influential. And that direct experience says that we experience directly. So how can you say it is unreal? That is the great stumbling block. So Govt thinks that I should show that we experience cannot be the basis of anything real or unreal. Unreal things also we experience. And he gives 2 arguments. First is like, dream also we experience. But on waking up we know that it was not true. And second argument is that the world which we experience was not there and will not be there. So only hanging in the middle, how can we take it to be real? Rationally, something was not there. Something will not be there. Then it is appearing. So it cannot be real. If it was real, then where was it? Where it will go? So it is only an appearance. And this, against this, various doubts, arguments he has all resolved. And then the question was asked, that if everything is imagination, then who imagines? Who sees these imagined things? And it was replied that Dev, Atma. Atma represents reality. Atma, Brahma, Ishwar, all they represent reality. And that is every individual's Lord, Dev. Or Dev means it is conscious by nature. Consciousness is its nature. So Atman, whose nature is consciousness, imagines. So consciousness is being shown so that it can imagine. If there is no consciousness, then how can we imagine? So Atma Deva and imagines, but it is not real. So he has a Maya Shakti, that power by which in the first mantra we are told, it appears through names and forms. That is called Maya Shakti. So he uses that to appear. And who experiences? There is no experiencer other than him. I, you, and all are only parts of the imagination. So he himself experiences, he himself imagines. That was the answer given. So it is immediately a cause of bhakti. We are not the experiencer. He is the experiencer. And other thing is, some people wrongly interpreting Vedanta in the Buddhist way say that we imagine, we superimpose. That is absolutely wrong. It is there. We see that. If we imagine something, if we dream something, then that is our imagination. But the world which we face, the real world it appears to us, that is not our imagination. This is an important point, that imagination is by God alone. He has made the world. Suppose it is unreal, it is proved that it is unreal, but the creator of the unreal world, creator means he has imagined, but all this is by God. This we should not forget. The creator of the unreal world also is God. This is the most important point. And second point is that I am not the experiencing. It appears I am experiencing, but actually God is the experiencer. So from both points of view, God is the supreme reality. That is how the devotion grows. Now, outside, inside, okay, he imagines in two types. And the time sense in the Vedanta is given as Chittakal and Dvayakal. That which has an objective reference is Dvayakal. And that which exists only during our imagination is Chittakal. And this Chittakal thing is hazy. Dvayakal thing is clear. It does not matter. Both are imaginations. Because only mind is used to imagine, then it is hazy. If mind and organs are used, then it is clear. It is that which we call outside or clear, objective. Objective means indriyas also are used in that imagination process, so it is objective. Up to this, we have studied 15. Now, a very, very important karika comes in the 16th. Jivam kalpayate purvam tato bhavan prithak vidhan bahyan adhyatmikanschaiva yatha vidyas tatha smritihi. That last charan is very deep and we have to understand properly. But first charan, this I, you, Jiva. First he imagines a Jiva. God imagines. God creates, we say, imagines a Jiva. Not a single Jiva, all Jivas. Huh? The implication or the meaning is that I, you, he, she, it are first to be imagined. Okay? Now a person has come. Tato, after that, Prithagvidan Bhavan, Bhayan Adhyatmikanscha. So Tato means after imagining the Jiva, through the Jiva, he imagines outside and inside bhavas. Now the whole world is explained. First he imagines living beings. First he imagines conscious beings. And then every conscious being, for every conscious being, after imagining conscious beings, he imagines the outside objects and the inside objects. Now, inside objects may be different for each jiva. Outside objects are same for all the jivas. So, he imagines in two ways. Now, the most important thing comes. We see people have different minds. We see that people have different sanskaras. So please explain this. In this, the root thing to understand is that all this is imagination. And there is nothing called first imagination. That is the most important thing of Vedanta philosophy. That there was nothing and the world was created. This has been going on cyclically. You understand? Now, it is a fact. He is describing the facts now. It is a fact that I have a different awareness. I have a different mind. So I know the world in a different way than you. Common things he has already told. Huh? Now, where from this sanskar comes? A man is a bhogi and he enjoys. Then the sanskar of enjoyment will be added. Who created the first difference? There is no first. So, the variety of human consciousness, according to that, the variety of sanskaras. So, in one shot, it explains the variety in the world. Now, let us extend it. Man, woman, tiger, cow, their minds are different. I, you, our minds are different. So, in human mind, many things are common. They are human minds. So many experiences, many awarenesses, many smriti, sanskaras is same, but each is an individual. And so there is the variety. Man and woman, there is a big gap because the mind is different. So the way of thinking, the way of imagining is different in women and different in man. Not understanding this creates so many problems in the world. No man, almost, is able to understand how the woman thinks. And the woman is not able to understand how the man thinks. And that creates all the problems. And we do not know how the dog thinks. We assume that dog sees the same world as I. We assume. We do not know how dog sees. We do not know how the birds see. We do not know how the reptiles see. Understood this point? So that is the variety in the world. And as the mind, so it goes on adding that very sanskar. Now likes and dislikes. I like certain things. Why you like certain things? Because God has made me like that. When God made it, don't ask when. And I like, so I eat, I see, I wear. So that goes on adding the sanskaras. So all variety is explained. God has first imagined the jiva, and each jiva is different from the other jiva. So according to the consciousness of jiva, he goes on adding. Smriti means memory. Actually means sanskar. What is in deep, that we imagine, that we remember. So, in one stroke, he has explained all the differences infinite between man and man, between man and animals, between man and woman, between a man and another man. Okay? This is the important shloka. Okay, conceived. Now, let us see what Shankar says. Bhaya adhyatmika nam bhavanam iteretar nimitta naimittika ya kalpanayam kim mulamiti uchyate. Outside kalpana, and that produces the impressions. And according to impressions, we see outside. So, external and internal experience objects are the cause and effect of each other. Then what is the base of both them? That is being told jiva. Jiva, what is the definition of jiva? Hetu phalatmakam. Now, which is which? One is our body. Our body is the cause of what we do. Then what we do, that result is our next life. Punya apunya is hetu. And next body is the phala. So, jiva is defined as that hetu phalatmakam. Jiva is that who does something and gets the result of something. That is jiva. Okay. Aham karomi, mama sukha dukkhe iti evam lakshanam. So he does work, that is hetu. And he gets pleasure and pain, that is phala. So, iti evam lakshanam. One who thinks like that, his characteristic is like that. He does something, gets the result. This is jiva. Anevam lakshana eva shuddha atmani. Not of this nature. Who is Atma? Atma is not of this nature that I do and I experience. Atma is absolutely transcendent and Atma is all-pervading, we are all been told. So, a different type of jiva is imagined. And who imagines? A person, Atman, whose characteristics are different from the jiva. Anevam lakshanam eva shuddha atmani. Atmani. That means where is this imagination takes place? There is nothing outside Atman. Atman is pure. But within that pure, one without a second Atman, all the imaginations are going on. All the jivas. So in that way, God becomes the samashti, isn't it? All the imagination of jiva is imagined in the one without a second, all-pervading Atman, because there is nothing outside. Rajau iva sarpam. Example, that snake, where it is imagined? In the rope. Like that, in the Atman, jiva is imagined. Now, there may be one rope and one snake, but all the jivas are imagined in one Atman. Purvam. Purvam means first, before any other imagination. Tata meaning use tadarthena. For the sake of those jivas. Tadarthena. For the sake of those jivas, kriya karaka phala bhedena pranadin nana vidhan bhavan. So, starting from prana, I am a living being. So, this prana, for the sake of that jiva, is imagined. Outside and inside. All this imagination, starting from prana, is done for that jiva. And there this kriya kalaka phala bheda is there. Actions, so many factors of action, so many results of action. So all that is outside and inside. Nana vidhan of various types. Bhavan, bhayana adatmikanscha eva kalpate. So it is God alone. For the sake of all the individuals, he imagines pranas and all the outside inside bhavas. Tatra kalpanayam ko heturiti uchyate. Tatra means in jiva, what is the cause of different kalpanas? Yoso swayam kalpito jiva. Swayam kalpito means Atma itself is that jiva. Na? So Atma himself has imagined, I am a jiva. And then sarva kalpanayam adhikruta. So he is capable of doing any kalpana through that jiva. Sa yatha vidya. Yatha vidya means yadrishi vidya vigyanam asya iti yatha vidya. What type of vidya means vijnana? What type of consciousness? What type of awareness in his mind? That is vidya. Tatha vidayava smriti. So corresponding to that will be his memory, his sanskaras. Tasya iti. Tatha smritir bhavati. Oh. Sa iti. He is explaining the compound. Bahuri samas. As per his vidya, he becomes that smriti wala. He becomes possessor of that sanskar. Ato hetu kalpana vijnanat phala vijnanam. So he has a consciousness of I am the doer of a different type, everybody. According to that, his consciousness of fruit comes. Tato hetu phala smriti. Then he gets a memory or sanskar of that doership and that result. Tadartha kriya karaka tatphala bheda vijnanani. So for the sake of that jiva, according to that sanskar, again he does in imagination, he does karma, he gets so many factors, he gets the fruit. So it should be both ways. Yatha vidya tatha smriti, yatha smriti tatha vidya. So as per as his consciousness, he gets the impressions. As per his impressions, he does new work. So different people, different tendencies, different work also is explained. Why somebody likes this, somebody likes that? Naturally. Now, we may say in the language of bhakti, that is God's sport. Because he himself is sporting in hundreds of ways. Tadartha kriya karaka tal vedo vijnanani tebhya tat smriti. Again, that leads to sanskar. Sanskar leads to his next work. Like that it goes on. So, Brahman, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra, people with different tendencies. Iti evam mayan adhyatmikascha itaretara nimitta nemitika bhavena anekada kalpayat. And there, outside objects and sanskaras. Like that it goes on. So this Karika has explained different people. And they go on adding that very sanskaras. And that very sanskar will make them do the same work again. Now, a question is asked, what is the cause of this maya? What is the cause of this delusion? Now, the one answer is that delusion does not require a cause. Delusion is due to ignorance, ignorance is due to delusion. That he explains here beautifully. Avidyaya yatha rajjuhu Anishchita yatha rajju andhakare vikalpita sarpa dhara adibhir bhavaihi tadvad atma vikalpita. The only cause is that you do not know the real nature of Atman. There is no other cause. Many people try because it is similar. Snake is similar to Rajju. And is Rajju imagined only as snake? Rajju is imagined as a stream of water. Sometimes a crack in the earth. So which is similar? So many people try to supply so many reasons. If we find any reason, then the thing will become real. It will not be real. So the only reason is not aware of the real nature of Atman. Under certain conditions. Andhakare. Andhakare, Rajju is not known. And so it is imagined as different things. Now the real nature is not known due to ignorance. So it is imagined in different ways. Okay? Clear? Anishchita yatha. Rajju. Rajju is giving example first that Rajju's nature, real, certain, absolute nature due to darkness is not known. And it is imagined in different ways. Sarpa dhara divir bhavi. Tadvat, like that, Atma vikalpita. Tadvat, the analogy does not walk on four legs, so you have to apply. Instead of andhakar, ignorance. And anishchita. Shankar says, Tatra jiva kalpana sarva kalpana moolam iti uktam saeva jiva kalpana kim nimitta iti drishtantena pratipadayati. So first he imagines the jiva, and jiva kalpana gives rise to all kalpanas. But how jiva kalpana comes? Because the real nature of Atman is not known. Okay. And this is not explained by any reason, but by an example. Fact of life cannot be explained by reason always. So example, yatha loke, as in the world, svena rupena anishchita anavadaritai evam eva iti svena rupena, as its real nature is, it is like this. Rope, manda andhakare. If it is total dark, then we cannot see anything. So Gaudapada said andhakare, Shankara explains that manda andhakare. Kim sarpa udakadhara danda iti, danda stick line. Anekada itiva anekada vikalpita bhavati purvam swarupa nishya nimittam yadi. Swarupa anishya nimittam, Swarupa nishya. So beforehand, the swarupa is not known. So, yadi purvameva rajju swarupena nishyata syat. If already we knew that this is rope, then no imagination would have come. Suppose we are seeing a rajju in light, and slowly the darkness comes. Then we will not imagine it is snake. Because we knew it to be rajju. But we did not know. And there was a rope lying in darkness and we were seeing it. So imagine in any way. This is the example. No sarpadi vikalpo abhavishyat. Then the imagination would not have taken place. Yatha swahastangulya. He gives the counter example also. We know our fingers. Now let any darkness comes. We do not imagine that the sarpa has come here or something else. So giving both type of examples, Anvaya Vyatirika has proved that. Because we are always aware of our fingers. So in darkness, what will happen? We do not imagine. Esha Drishnanta. So that is the example. Tadvad hetu faladi sansara dharma anartha vilakshanataya. Hetu faladi sansara dharma anartha. Hetu faladi, cause of transmigration. And transmigration is evil, cause of all our problems. Vilakshanataya, different from this sansar. Different character, not different, different characteristics that is sansar. Svena vishuddha vigyapti matra satta advaya rupena. Svena, ātman in its own real nature, vishuddha vigyapti, pure power of knowing. Satta, its existence is only knowing. Advaya, one without a second. Rupena, in this form, nishitatva, again, O is there, Surupena nishchita, anischitatvat. So, because we are not knowing that nature of the ātman, jiva pranadi ananta bhava vedair, jiva pran ananta bhava. It is imagined. Atma vikalpita iti esha sarvopanishadam siddhanta. This is what all Upanishads will tell us. And the counter, nishchitayam yatha rajvam vikalpo vinivartate rajjureveti chadvaitam tadvad atma vinishchita vinishchaya. So what is the way? No, rope to be rope, then snake will not remain. So when Atma is known to be Advaita, no imagination will remain, no delusion will remain. So we do not know the real nature of Atman, so imagination. When we know the real nature of Atman, no imagination. Very clear. All the vikalpas, variety of kalpanas, vikalpa. They will go away. Rajureveti nishaye sarva vikalpa nivruttau rajureveti cha advaitam yatha. If it is rope only, known, then all vikalpas vanish, then rope only. He has used in two places. We know it is rope only, so all vikalpas gone, then it is rope only. Tatha neti neti. The Upanishads are teaching us. It is not real, it is not real, it is not real. Sarva sansara dharma shunya pratipadaka shastra janita vijnana surya aloka kruta Atma Vinishchaya. So, how that Vinishchaya comes about Atman? What is the light? Upanishads, huh? They are telling like sunlight. Consciousness, huh? Born of. Read this word, reverse side. Huh? Surya Loka Kruta Atma Vinishchaya. So in sunlight, Atma is certain, known. Huh? What is that Surya Loka? Shastra Janita Vigyan. Scriptures have given rise to a consciousness in us. What is that Shastra? Sansara Dharma Shunya Pratipadaka Shastra. Okay. So Shastras tell us that Atma has no Sansara Dharma. Those Shastras give rise to a consciousness in us. That consciousness is like the sunlight. And in that sunlight, we are clearly aware of the nature of Atman. Atma eva idam sarvam. Now again we get this fellow, huh? That Atman is all this. Atman is one without a second. Atman is all this. That is the Nishya born in us. Because all this is the delusion. So table, chair, you, I, Atman, 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 Atman. That is what the Shastras will tell us. And how is this Atman? Apurvam, Anaparam, Anantaram, Abhayam. There is nothing before it. There is nothing after it. There is nothing different inside it. There is nothing different outside it. That Atman. Positively put, Sabhaya Bantaro hi aja. He is with the outside inside and he is unborn. So in very 3-4 sentences, he has told what the Shrutis will tell about Atman. Ajaro, Amaro, Amruto, Abhaya, Eka eva Advaya, iti. So this is what the Shastra generate consciousness, and then all the delusion vanishes. Now comes an interesting portion, very interesting. And Govt has shown much magnanimity. Shankar does not show that. In how many ways? Now we are imagining, God is imagining. But gurus imagine, teachers, different philosophers, they imagine. And in how many ways they imagine? Infinite ways. And out of which, if you count, I think, 35 ways he has described. And calls infinite ways. And has given example of 35 ways. And Shankar at the end says, I will not comment on this, it is useless. But the sub-commentators are there, helpful to us. Pranadivi, Anantaishcha. Pran is that Hiranyagarbha here. So what is ultimately real? Hiranyagarbha. Sagun Brahmavadis or these people, they will say like this. Bhavair etair, by these bhavas, vikalpita, This is Deva's Maya. Mayesha tasya devasya. Yaya sammohita swam. That he had already told. Who experiences, who is deluded? He himself. And who is this I to get deluded? He himself. He has imagined himself as Jiva. So in the form of Jiva, he himself is deluded. Yatha atma eka eva iti nishya katham pranadivir anantir bhave iti sansara lakshanir vikalpata iti uchyate. If the nishya is that only one Atman is there, then how this that sansara? That means if you imagine in any other way, you are in sansara. Okay? Then how it is imagined like that? Shrunu, listen. Mayesha tasya atmano devasya. So Dev is Atma. His Maya, his power. And Maya is magic. Yatha Maya vina vihita Maya gaganamati vimalam kusumite sapalashai taruvir akirnam iva karoti. Magician deludes us. He says she. In the space, sky. It is very pure sky, clear. But flowers and leaves and full of trees with flowers and leaves. You shall see. Eva karoti. Like that he shows. Tatha iyamapi devasya maya yaya ayam swayamapi mohita eva mohito bhavati. Shankara has put eva there. He becomes deluded means, no, this is a mixture. Atman as Jiva becomes deluded. But Atman is never deluded. So he puts eva. Mama maya duratya Gita iti uktam. So Bhagavan himself has told in Gita that it is my Maya, so it is difficult to cross. And there he has given the solution also. Mameva ye prapadyante mayamesham taranti. Now take the types. Prana iti pranavido.
Prana iti pranavido. Bhutani teacher.
Those who know Hiranyagarbha, so they will say Hiranyagarbha is ultimate. Bhutani iti cha tadvida.
Bhutani iti cha tadvida.
Matter. The Charvakas, even the scientists, they will say matter. Bhutani, plural. Now the Charvakas plural matter is not 5, 4 only. They don't believe in Akash. We do not perceive it. They believe only in sense perception. So Bhutani iti cha tadvida. Guna iti gunavida. Now they seem to be the Sankhya's. Always Sattva-Rajatama, Sattva-Rajatama. What is the reality? Sattva-Rajatama. Tattvani iti cha tadvida. Now this is not Sankhya's Tattva. Shaivas. Shaivas tell us Atman, Avidya and Shiva. Atman means we there. We, ignorance, and beyond that is Shiva. That is what the Tattvajnas tell us. Shaivas tell us like that. Avidya, Mayadhish, Shiva, Mayadhin, Jiva. Pada iti padavido.
Vishaya iti tadvitam.
4 padas we have told, na? But that is the reality. Vishaya iti tadvida.
Iti lokvido.
Now, objects is the reality. Loka iti lokavido. Now they will say 14 bhuvanas. That is the ultimate reality. Deva iti cha tadvida. Deva plural, huh? Gods. Arey, you don't know, so many gods are there. There in the world. Veda iti vedavido. Vedas, ultimately. You know, they say Srishti was created by the Vedas. A cow exists because there is a word cow in the Vedas. So they are Vedas. Yajna iti cha tadvida. Now Mimamsakas or others will say, Arey, what the Vedas, they teach us to do yajnas. That is the only reality. Go on doing yajnas always. There are people like that. Bhokta iti cha bhoktruvido. Enjoyer. God. God is enjoying everything. They know only God as the enjoyer. Bhojyam iti cha tadvida. Now, Vishaya had come, but now Bhojya. You may take it as the eating matter now. You know, na, how many types of food is there? Sukshma iti sukshma vida. This gross world is nothing. Behind it is sukshma world. That is the ultimate. Stula iti cha tadvida. So others will say, what? What is subtle? What we see is the real. Gross. Solid. Like that they will show. Murta iti murta vido. Now God with forms you may say, or anything with form. That is the reality. If it has a form, it is real. Otherwise it is not real. Amurta iti cha tadvida. But people say formless is man. It is not sukshma, formless. That is real. Your Nirakari is all. Brahmas, huh? Here the Vainashikas also may be that nothing also is amurta. Anyway. Kala iti kala vido. There are many. Time is the ultimate reality. Time creates, time destroys. They know like that, so they talk like that, vido. Huh? Their consciousness is like that. Different gurus. Disha iti cha tadvida. There are 10 corners of the world. That is real. Vada iti vada vido. Vada here means different philosophies are all real. Mattervad, Shaktivad, all these. Bhuvanani iti tadvida. Now Loka had come. Bhuvana. Mana iti manovido. Mind is the main thing. Buddhi riti cha tadvida. That may be the Buddhas or all the rationalists. There's a Buddhi is the main thing. Chittamiti chittavido. Tranquilize your mind. That is the reality, nothing else. Dharma dharma ucha tadvida. They are Mimamsakas. What is punya, what is apunya, that is real. Panchavinshaka iti eke. This is Sankhya's. In the footnote, he has described beautifully but missed one. You count Pradhan, Mat Tattva, Ahankar, 3, na? Then 5 Tanmatras, 5 Gyanendriyas, 5 Karmendriyas, 5 objects. 20, 23, and Man, 24. Where is 25? Purusha. Purusha is different, na? And Thakur always telling that 24 tattvas, 24 tattvas. So Sankhya's sattvas are 24. But 25 means other than this is the Purusha. Purusha category, because infinite Purushas are there, but Purusha category. Shadvinsha iti chapare. Patanjalis. They say there is a special type of Purusha which is Ishvara. They take Ishvara in this sense, na? That Klesha Karma Vipaka Ashair Aparamrushta Purusha Vishesha Ishvara. So Ishvara is a type of Purusha. What different? So 26 it becomes. Ekatrinshaka iti ahu. These are Pashupatas. Shaivas of a different type. Pashupatas. The 25, they add 6 more. Footnote. Rag, Avidya, Niyati, Kal, Kala or Maya. They are counting. They know like this, so they say like this. Ananta iti chapare. Infinite type of things are there in the world. That is the reality. Loka and Lokaveda. No, this Loka is different. Loka means popularity. Gain popularity, that is the ultimate reality. Loka and Lokaveda Prahu, verb is there here. Ashrama iti tadvida. Brahmacharya grasta vanaprastha sannyasa. That is the ultimate reality. Srishti riti srishti vido. Creation, creator, that is the reality.
One line we missed, Maharaj.
Oh. Sri pun napunsakam lainga. That is grammarians. They will make everything into Sri Purusha Napunsakam. Bengalis will not do that. In Marathi, you know, all inanimate objects have some linga. Cup, saucer. Cup is pullinga, saucer is strilinga. Everything. Other Napusakalinga. So Lainga, they are called Lainga. Paraparam atha apare. Apare paraparam. That means Saguna Brahma, Nirguna Brahma, both are real. So these are the ideas. Huh? Oh, something still remains. Srishti Riti, Srishti Vido. Creation is main thing. Laya Ticha Tadvida. Others will say, no. Finally, everything is destroyed. That is the main thing. Sthiti Riti Cha Sthiti Vida. This is steady state theory. The world stays. That is the main thing. Sarve cha yetu sarvada. No, it is generalization. Huh? Here, all types of things, all type of people say. Okay? If you count, I think 35 are there. 9 shlokas are there? Huh? Yes. 20 to 28 becomes 9. And last charan is not description, sarvecha. So, 36 minus 1, 35. Now, Shankar says, prana means pragyo bijatma. Bijatma, Hiranyagarbha, that is prana. Tat karyabhedai itare sthityanta. Last is sthiti, na? So, up to sthiti, everything is product of that Hiranyagarbha. Anyecha sarve laukika, sarva prani parikalpita veda, that sarve chetu sarvada. Other than this, many people may be imagining in many ways. Rajvamiva sarpadaya. They are like snakes in the rope. Tat shunya atmani atma sarupa anishya hetor avidya kalpita. So previously I told that he repeats that not knowing the real nature of the self imagined in various ways. Iti pindi kirta artha. He has not commented on each shloka. He says, I have summarized this. Pranadi shlokanam pratyekam padartha vyakhyane falgu prayojanatvat ase siddha padarthatvacha yatno nakruta. I have not commented upon it because useless it is, falgu prayatna. And things are well known. Siddha padartham is well known. I have not attempted. But Govt has given importance. Na? Anyway, we shall see later on how this were in our life here. So up till now he has said Kalpana. So Kalpana in infinite ways, as one knows, so imagine. Yatha vidya sada smriti was there. Na? So on that he says, that is their consciousness. So they talk like that. So variety of human beings was described, variety of philosophers are described. And he has told infinite are there. That lastly he says, Sarve Chetu Sarvada. He has counted 35. Om Bhadram Karne Vishnuyama Deva Bhadram Pashe Makshabhir Yajatra Stirai Rangai Stushtu Ansas Tanubi Vyashema Deva Hitam Yadayu Swastina Indro Vruddashrava Swastina Pusha Vishwaveda Swastina Starksho Arishtanemi Swastino Brahaspatir Dadatu Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tat Sat Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.